In the next 4 episodes, I am speaking with Denise Pigotti of Momma D's Italian Food Trailer. She works out of Enola, Oklahoma, and Denise also owns a food trailer building business called A Plus Food Trailers. Today, we're talking about her menu, how a food truck needs curb appeal, and her being on Carnival Eats TV show. Welcome to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. My name is Bill Moore. I am a food truck business coach, author of 5 food truck vending books, including Food Truck 101 and Food Truck 201. This podcast is all about helping you start and grow your food truck business.
My dad works in B2B marketing. He came by my school for career day and said he was a big ROAS man. Then he told everyone how much he loved calculating his return on ad spend. My friends still laugh at me to this day.
Not everyone gets B2B, but with LinkedIn, you'll be able to reach people who do. Get a $100 credit on your next ad campaign. Go to linkedin.com/results to claim your credit. That's linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply. LinkedIn, the place to be, to be.
My name is Denise Pigotti, and I own Momma D's Italian Food Trailer. I started it back in November of 2022, and how I came up with the name was for me and my 2 boys, hence Momma D's. And in my logo, I also placed a hummingbird in there to represent my father. So when you see Momma D's, comma, apostrophe S, it's actually a hummingbird representing the whole family. Our motto is better together. Better together as a whole community will actually build up your sales, is how I feel.
Yeah, that's an awesome motto. So tell me a little bit about the hummingbird, because I never heard that as a reference before.
My father had a stroke, and when he was in hospice, he loved hummingbirds. And when he was in hospice, there was a hummingbird that was sitting outside his window on the feeder. And when my father took his last breath, which was an hour after that hummingbird was there, he flew away when my dad took his last breath. Wow. So it kind of representing my father. And then sometimes, even in a small town that I'm in, I'll see a hummingbird just come to my window or when I'm cleaning my truck. And I'm like, oh, that represents my father. My father's letting me know he's watching me and my business. Well, so it kind of makes me feel special.
Right. And it should. That's a great memory to have. I know a lot of people associate cardinals with folks that have passed on, but I'd never heard that reference for a hummingbird. So that's very cool.
Yeah. And having it on the actual logo really makes me think of my dad all the time when I'm going out to my trailer.
That's fantastic. Tell me about your menu then. Let's talk about that a little bit.
We serve all homemade Italian food. I make the sauce, the meatballs, all that is all homemade. We do spaghetti, lasagna, baked ziti, meatball subs. We do cannolis for dessert. We do Italian burgers. So we do a large variety. This pasta is not homemade, but actually everything else is homemade, all made from scratch. Recipes down from my grandmother to my mom and to me.
So tell me about a typical day then, because a pasta means so many different things to so many different people. So let's start with, do you start with sauces in the morning or what's your prep?
I make my sauce in the morning, and it takes anywhere from, a couple hours to 3 hours to make. I make all the homemade meatballs. So everybody that's actually getting my food bill is getting the hands-on quality of the food that I actually make for the client and the customers. And they all know it when they come up. It's right on there, Momma D's Italian, and they all know it's homemade. It's just the recipes that have passed down from generation to generation, and I finally decided to open up a food trailer and make that come to everybody. In my town, there's not many Italian food trailers, and I even in, because I'm in Oklahoma, so even in the areas, I don't see other Italian food trailers, which kind of makes us rare and special.
What's been the reception from your guests when they try your food? What are either your favorite comment or your most common comments?
The most common comment is this really all homemade? I said, yes, it sure is. Because a lot of people, they don't realize the detail that we as food truck owners have to put into the quality of our products. So this way, we're watching our food costs, we're watching our labor, but still putting out all of that quality for the customer to come back every time knowing they're still getting that same food quality that they had last time they were here.
Give me a description of one of your popular sellers. What kind of pasta, what kind of sauce?
We have baked ziti, and that's a real popular one. That's the penne noodles. It has the ricotta mixed in with the homemade tomato sauce. And I mix all that together. And then on top, I put a bunch of shredded mozzarella. I melt that down in the oven. And then it comes with 2 meatballs and a garlic naan. And we sell that for $10. So nothing on my menu is above $10. It's all $8.50 to $10.
What size portion would that be?
It's probably the regular spaghetti would be a pound and a half, but I would probably say that is maybe a quarter pound of the pasta for the penne in each tray, because I put it in aluminum trays, and that's what we heat them up. That's what we heat it all up in. But every portion is made fresh. Even the fettuccine Alfredo, every time a customer comes to the window, that Alfredo mix is made right there as soon as when they order it. We do not pre-make any of that. So the time on it, I would say our times usually is about 12 minutes on the times for the client, but they know that. And I never have had a complaint on time wait, just always a rave on how much it tastes delicious, really homemade.
Now, there's certain products that people will be more forgiving on speed of service, and certainly a pasta is going to take a little bit of time to come out.
Yeah, they know that, especially when they're ordering the Alfredo. They know it's all being made fresh right there in front of them. They pretty much, they know it when they order it, and we get it going right away. As soon as I've got me and somebody else in the trailer, we're just starting out, so it's just the people. But I mean, even we were on Carnival Eats on the Food Network, and they tried our meal, and they said, "Girl, you're going far." We did pizza dippers for them. We did a deep fried cannoli. They loved it. We were very excited to do that.
Oh, I bet. Let's talk about that. How did you come about to get involved with Carnival Eats?
We signed up to do the medieval fair in Norman, Oklahoma, and we got an email stating that they would be interested in interviewing us and filming us for 2 shows. They wanted a dessert one and they wanted a regular meal. I was excited. At first, I was like, is this real? Because there's so many scams out there with food trucks, you're not sure. So we got overexcited and we were all so happy. And then the producers got a hold of me and they said, we want to interview, we want to do a show on you. So they did 2 episodes. They actually did one for me and one for my oldest son.
Do you know when those episodes are going to air?
They said in about 4 months. So they're going to let us know. So as soon as when they let us know by email, we're going to let you guys know, and we'll let our town know so they can be able to watch, because a lot of, we put a big shout out for our town.
You're thinking 4 months, August then ish? Somewhere?
Yeah, they said it takes about 4 to 5 months to edit, and then they go through all that, and then they actually let us know a couple of weeks in advance on when we'll be on there. But They did say it will be 2 separate episodes.
That's fantastic. I bet you're super excited.
I was, Bill, because we just started this company in November. So to be in it for 5 to 6 months and actually have the Food Network contact you is just, and when they walked into our trailer, they said it was so clean, cleanest trailer they've ever been in. They even said it was surgical clean. So as an owner, that made me feel really good. I was appreciated.
Yeah, I watched a lot of shows that pertain to food trucks on the Food Network. And sometimes I look at those trucks going, why did y'all film that?
Do you know what? They actually, to be honest with you, when they walked in and they said that about my trailer, I'm like, I couldn't even fathom that somebody would go on TV and let them. They said sometimes it's sticky floors. They can't eat, or people are cleaning right before they come in. And we as food truck owners always need to make sure, no matter what, the quality of your truck is just as good as the quality of your food. It's a curb appeal. We literally have a curb appeal, even though we are a food truck. You come up to a food truck or a food trailer, and you're like, do I want to eat here? And we want to make sure as owners that answer is yes every single time.
You make a good point about the curb appeal, and I've never really thought about it like that. People, when they come up to a food truck or a food trailer, they're curious. And if they're tall enough to see in, they're looking around. And
yes.
If they don't see the kind of sanitation they would expect, they've already got a negative thought about your business. They may not eat. And if they do eat, it's already tainted because of what they saw when they looked in.
I truly feel, Bill, that when somebody walks up to a food trailer, in their mind, unless you change their mind by your first hello, their mind is already tainted because they don't know what they're going to get out of a food trailer. And when I open my I have 2 windows in my food trailer. When I open up my serving side, I always open up the screen. I let them look, Bill. I'm proud. I'm proud of how I keep my trailer, and I'm proud of my crew and how we do things. And it's gotten us this far. Yes, it's not as far as we would like to yet, but this is the process. And within 150 days, I think, or less, I'm already on a Food Network show. So I'm pretty happy with us.
Oh, yeah. You should be super excited about that.
Oh, I couldn't wait to post it on your post just to let you guys know we were so happy. All the encouragement you guys do and all the knowledge, it really helps all of us get to the point of being on a show or getting the knowledge to get the trailer started or your truck started. It really is helpful. We are blessed to have you and Melissa helping us.
We definitely appreciate the kind words. All we do is point the direction, and it's up to the people in the group, people that own the food trucks and food trailers, to actually do the work. All we can do is just point the direction. But I'm glad that it helps in some way.
Yes, it does. Very much so.
That's awesome. Let's just go through your typical day. For somebody that's going to be getting into the business and they're thinking about doing pastas, let's talk about from the time you get up till the time you close down and start cleaning up. What's your day like? What do you do?
Well, wake up in the morning and I take a deep breath because I know that, there's many strides and tribulations that you're going to go through in your day. But it started out positive, get all my sauce going, get all my pastas made, and really make sure that I have enough stock in quantity, because you don't want to be sold out, as they say. You want to always make sure you have enough food, because if you're sold out, that's just money you're losing. You need to always have your product in stock, because you never know who's going to walk up to the window and what they want. And the last thing they want to hear is, oh, I'm sold out, when they are finally coming to your food trailer or truck and wanting to try it out. Then we do that. We serve our customers. I talk all day. We have two things that I do. I have a punch card, and on the back of my business card, it's a bunch of meatball subs. And after the 10th meatball, which is what we stamp, they get their 11th meal free. So they get to have that. We also do raffle tickets, where every day I put their name and phone number on their ticket. And every day at the end of the day, we do a free drawing, either it be for a free meal, a free cannoli, just to let them know that we appreciate their business that they bring into our small business. That's why we say better together. And our community does know. We have been in the paper here also in our community, the Inola Independent, and letting them know that we do everything with our community, for the schools, for the graduation, down to the Amish makes our bread, the local meat processor in town. I mean, we just give credit to everybody, because again, doing it as a team is what builds your business.
That's fantastic that you're involving other small businesses as well. How'd that come about?
Inola is a very small town. We got, it's like a Mayberry town. When the word gets out that you're using, even our local grocery store, Harps, is a employee owned store. And we just get everything from everybody in the community, so they know that we're supporting a small business is not just supporting us, it's supporting everybody in our town, because everybody has a hand in what we do in our business.
I'm from a small town in Kentucky. What you describe is just how everybody is in small towns. You know each other. If you have an opportunity to help, you help. Thank you so much for listening to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. If you're finding all the information helpful to your food truck business, please become a monthly supporter of the podcast. Just hit the support button or follow the link in the description. Every little bit does help keep us going. Join our Facebook group. It's called Food Truck Training. We have a whole bunch of awesome members at all different levels, from brand new beginners to decades-old veterans. They've all got your back when it comes to helping you with your food truck. And again, thank you for listening. Come back tomorrow, because I got plenty more to say when it comes to helping you and your food truck business grow.